What is happening, people? Hey guys, today is July the 15th. It is 7 o'clock this morning. I have traveled down to Kerr Lake. I am in the, as you can see behind me, I am in the Clarksville area, and I'm gonna do a little crappie fishing today. It looks like we're gonna have a cloudy day. And I tell you one thing I did. I waited to put baits on. I sat right there at the ramp and I put a lot of my baits on. I wanted to see what color the water was first. So we're gonna primarily be fishing. We're gonna be casting to these crappie today. And we're gonna also vertical jig. So I'm set up two different ways. Remember what I always say, be versatile. We don't know where the crappie are. I have not been up here and fished this area in quite a while, but we're gonna catch some crappie today. Hopefully we're gonna catch some nice crappie. The water this clear, it's gonna make it a little tough, but we're gonna persevere and we're gonna catch some fish. Hey guys, stay with us, and I hope you enjoy the video.
That's a nice one right there, y'all. Woo, dog, boy. Wild life adventures, that's how we roll.
Good morning, folks. So I've came down to the lake. Let me show you this. This is the first dock I've gotten to. I'm on the main section of the lake. So I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. I have rigged up two rods for casting, and I've got an 1/8 ounce on one, so it sinks a little faster depending on how deep the crappie are. One sinks a little faster, and I have a 1/16 on the other one. It will sink a little slower. I have a spoon on one of my rods so I can vertical jig. I have my two 10-foot rods, both with double jigs, one with the hair jigs and one with Lake Country baits on it in different colors. And that gives me the diversity that I can, I'm set up. I can throw a heavier lure, I can throw a lighter lure. All depends on what I need at the time. And so primarily what I'm going to attempt to do today is I'm going to fish these docks through this Clarksville area. I'm way down the lake next to Goat Island is right behind me. And just to see if I can catch these fish. I've never done this before. So when you're crappie fishing, remember that I'm building a portfolio. So I fish all these different places at different times during the year, and that knowledge goes in the old computer right here, and I write it down and take notes, that in years to come I can mimic the same thing that time of year and still be successful. I could have went to my home lake Hyco this morning. Probably in 2 hours I could have caught my 20 fish, 9.5 to 11-inch crappie, been back home by 9 o'clock. But this is something I wanted to do. I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years to see if I could catch fish. And I'm glad you come along this morning. And let's see if we can be successful. Now, remember, once I start fishing these, if I'm not being successful, I'll change and do something differently. I could come down here. I have plenty of brush marked in this area in deeper water. But I want to see if I can catch them on these docks first. And my thinking is, nobody's concentrating on these docks. They fish the bridge a lot, and I do fish the bridge, or have fished the bridge in the past. And but they get a lot of pressure, and those fish sometimes are tough to catch around that bridge. So I see some fish under this dock right here. We are actually setting in 23 feet of water right here, so the water's plenty of deep. I'm seeing a lot of shad in that 22 to 25 range. I've actually set my live scope. Fish just said good morning to me. I've set my live scope for about 30 feet deep. I'm not going to look any deeper than that. I think the crappie will probably be in that 16 to 22 foot range here. Is what I'm expecting. So hey, let's go catch a fish. Well, not a too bad a start to the day. You know, that fish is 9.5 inches, easy. So that crappie is 9 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna keep them 10 and over today. How about that? We're gonna set that 9 3/4. Oh. Well, we got teased this one into biting. There's some crappie. This bank line is just like this. There's a stump or something under there, and them crappie are stacked underneath this dock. Now that fish will make 10 inches right there. Boom. Pretty crappie. The crappie are sitting in 20 feet of water. Takes a while for that little 16th ounce jig. That's that dipstick color. Oh, that's been a good color for me. So that mark there is 10 inches. Stay still. There's my mark, 10.5. Going in the live well, y'all. Oh, he might make the grade. He might make the grade. I think he's very close to 10. Yep, he makes the grade, 10 inches. I believe another one will make the grade. Oh, look, I'm having in that biggest portion of he hit that meal time. I got a meal time and dipstick on, two good colors. That is a 10-inch crappie, good crappie right there. And I'm having to drop down, use these long rods to drop over in there. That's why I say, folks, you got to be versatile. Okay, so getting a little breezy out here. So we've just checked this boat dock right here behind me. And, you know, coming up the lake, water's only 15 feet. Out on the front of it, there's no crappie holding on it. So that tells me I'm gonna have to stay with the boat docks that's got at least 20 feet of water on it. It's a little deeper, and it is setting back in the cove. I'm gonna ease up here and check this dock right here. You know, the nice thing about live scope is it don't take long to check a dock. Usually it don't take them long to heat. So let's ease up here and see if we can. The reason I stopped here is there was I had marked a tree here last year on the side here, standing straight up. I don't really see it right now. That could be it laying down there. So you know, basically we're gonna fish it, see if we can find some fish. Looks like there's some larger fish there. There's some more crappie there. This tree may have failed. See all those fish there at 10 feet? See if we can get a good drop. Usually when you find a school of fish like that, usually your first couple of drops are going to be, you're going to get bit. Boom, just like that. Now this is a better fish right here. Got a little more weight on it. Boom. And you can see how many fish is there. That is a 10-inch crappie. Boom. Yeah, This is a good crappie, y'all. This is a good crappie. You know how well he was hung. A good crappie. Booyah! Now, I'll tell you what, boom, good crappie. And he hit that just like he wanted to eat it. Caught him on the meal time. Look at him again, boom. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I caught that fish on a rocky point, and all the way up through here, I've noticed that there are some crappie, especially on them rocky points on this front side. The breeze is coming down the lake. There's a lot of crappie stacked along there. Not all of them are biting. And I particularly caught that crappie. They were up about 12 or 14 foot deep. The rocky point tapers slower. Those crappie were up on top. So instead of vertical jigging, I just took this dual rig and pitched it out, let it sink close, and swam those lures across the top of those fish and had that one to react. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna cast to these crappie. It seemed like they reacted better, and swim a lure right over top of them. Oh yeah, I always have people comment from time to time about live scope. Somebody commented, I don't respect anybody who fishes live scope to catch fish. Well, so that would be the same thing as me saying, I don't respect anybody that drives a car to work. They should ride bicycles. Think about it. Another decent crappie. This is actually a white crappie. Boom. No, you know, that's a white crappie. He's a 10-inch fish. He's going in the pot, y'all. And I'm trying to stay away from these fish. I don't want to. They're about 15, 16 feet deep. If I get close, I'm gonna spook them. So I'm gonna try my best to cast to these fish because they are up shallow. First time I came up here, I noticed they did move off some. So I don't want to spook them. If they'll bite with me casting to them, that's what I'm gonna keep doing. See, I can see those fish actually moving now. So I'm throwing out about 40 feet. And let it sink. 15 feet, you know, I'm counting about 10 to 12. And this is a white bass, so some of them may be white bass. No, this is a white perch. White perch. Boom. Oh well. Can't help but bite your line, can we? Alright, this is a crappie, another white crappie. Boom. Woo. See, that just goes to show you get in certain places. And you know, that is a 10-inch crappie. Boom. White, pretty white crappie. You get in certain places, boom, the fish bite, and other places they don't. Well, Got a double set of crappies, 2 at a time, and both look pretty nice. Let's see if we can lift them right over in there. So, boom, there it is. LC Shad does it again. Dipstick, boom. Good crappie, 10-inch crappie. And another crappie here. He eat that mealtime, boom. Another, he's over 10. I'm standing back about 30 feet pitching this dual lure or whatever because it sinks a lot faster. And it's getting it down right above the crappie, and I'm just swimming these lures right across the top of them. And they coming up off the bottom, and they are feeding on these shad. Getting her done, baby, getting her done. Get her done, baby, get her done. So hey guys, we're getting ready to end this video. Today has been a good day. I have not counted the fish in the live well. I think I have around 20. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but I've got some really nice crappie in this live well. We're gonna have a little fish fry. Most of the fish were in 18 to 22 feet of water that were biting. Caught all fish on artificials. Not sure if I'd have been fishing minnows, it would have been any better. But I am in the Clarksville area. Find these deep bank lines. You can run 2D sonar, you can locate this brush, you can sit on top of this brush, you can anchor, and you can still catch crappie this time of year. LC Shad Baits, I caught them on several different colors of the blue, caught them on that dipstick, and as the day went on, it seemed like they liked the blue color better. That's what it's, for what that's worth. Anyway, you remember God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Almost at that 10,000 mark. That's what I was hoping for, to get 10,000 subscribers. So share this channel. Comment. I'd like to see your comments. Click that like button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wild life, and I'll see you on the water.